We're starting off high.
We can get
I
two fools agree on that one. Oh, by the way, look, we got the wide shot.
There was you had accountability. Now what I can
Now all you need is a podcast and a YouTube channel.
No, not even.
Where give me the money. Show me the money.
Apparently there's a Foolproof page.
Shoot the J. Shoot it. Live on Facebook.com/Foolproof Entertainment Network. I need you on Twitter. I need you to repost the Facebook pages.
To raise a human before I would
Trust human to raise back wolves.
before I would trust a pack of humans to raise a wolf.
Right. I hear you. Yo, what up, fools? Welcome to another edition of Do Fools Agree. As always, I'm your host, Michael Reggie, here with my main man, Clifford Jordan Jennings.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello, sir.
Hello there. That's Obi-Wan for you.
The Canobsters.
Canobsters. Hello there. What's going on, man? How's your week been?
7 days.
7 days. I mean, it has been 7 days since we talked, I guess.
It's been 7 of them. I've been counting.
I'm glad somebody is. They all started to blend
tell
together.
you, right, much else aside from that. I don't know, but didn't they say that the Earth is spinning so fast the days are going to be shorter?
Yeah, we lose like half a second a day or something. I don't know.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying.
Don't tell me no day's going to be shorter. You talking about half a second a motherfucking day?
Well, half second a year.
Half a second a year?
I don't remember what the actual number is, Cliff. I just know you are correct.
You could have left that motherfucking news to yourself. Don't I give a fuck about a half a... Listen, with all this shit going on right now, I don't give a fuck about your half a second.
Well, you know, the polls already shifted, so...
Man, CNN, Fox... All of them. They're fucking useless anymore.
Well, no shit.
These bitches reporting on faster days and all this shit going on. You talk about a half a second, a day, a year.
I mean, in bigger news, Trump just basically approved cryptocurrency in the U.S.
I don't even know what that means.
Stable coins, Bitcoin. There's actually a U.S. dollar coin, Trump coin.
What have motherfuckers been investing in for the past 10 years?
Well, Bitcoin, but the reason why it's been so shaky is that it's not backed by an actual currency. So Trump is trying to basically have the U.S. back digital currencies.
But with what?
Right. with the failing U.S. dollar.
With black entertainment?
Honestly, let's be real. We are already in a digital currency age. Fewer and fewer people carry cash.
Right. No, that's correct. I mean, I don't know. I think it would be more than you'd think, though. I just think that the cash that they carry...
Here's the flip side. The economy collapses or the U.S. collapses, paper money isn't going to mean anything more to you than freaking digital money. So... It's not like the real people, the real preppers are the ones that are gold, platinum, whatever, that they've got bars of that shit laying around or stashed away.
It wouldn't be platinum.
I actually do know people that collect platinum.
But it's like, why, right? That's like $100 bills in an apocalypse. Nobody can break that change.
I hear you.
There's no point in you offering up a platinum bar
But
because you're gonna get.
that could get you housing.
I mean, it depends on.
It all depends. It's what do
Yeah,
people find valuable at that point?
yeah. Anytime you doing business in a platinum bar, you're taking the low end of the deal.
Right. By the way, Matt Fox out in the chat. What up, Matt?
What? Foximus?
Maximus Foximus.
Yeah. No. And I don't know. See, that's the thing. I think that paper money still would be more, it would be
I mean, Fallout said it would just become bottle caps.
what that money would be bottle caps.
Yep, just bottle caps.
Paper money would still be more valuable than digital for the simple fact that
that you'd have proof of it.
You have proof of it, and beyond that, there's still gonna be some motherfuckers that cling to hope. You know
That's
what I'm
fair.
saying?
That's
That
fair.
hold on to tradition and they're like, but it could come back or whatever, and they'll accept it with the hopes of it meaning something one day. But that digital, once that shit hits zero, that's zero, bruh.
The Reach chiming in with, but you can't spend gold at Kroger's. Well, guess what? I ain't spending any money at Kroger's if
Yeah, I
everything
mean, if that's
collapses. I'm
yeah,
gonna go. You think, first of all, Kroger, I mean, all these big name chain grocery stores, those are the ones you hit because ain't nobody staying there to protect that shit.
I mean, who's staying to protect anything else? I mean, I guess I understand what you're saying.
A mom and pop shop, like they would protect theirs.
I don't know.
Corporations ain't protected shit at that point because the people who were getting paid by the corporations aren't getting paid by the corporations anymore.
No, definitely that.
But family-owned businesses, you can still barter with a family-owned business.
I mean, but I don't know that it would matter.
Oh, I think
because
it would.
how long are you staying viable during the collapse?
Well,
you got one delivery, your delivery's gonna go bad. You got to get rid of it quick. You're not getting another one.
Therein lies the point. But you first of all, you don't know what their storage is, right? You're right. At some point, it runs out. But honestly, with a family-owned business, you repurpose some family members to become scavengers to bring shit back to the store. And you take a cut for the family, and then the rest you barter with.
I mean, that sounds good. But you'd be surprised how many people are out here and how greedy motherfuckers get when their stomach starts touching their back.
Well, and I also think that small mom and pop shops in this neighborhood, they're packing heat. So like they will be defending themselves. Now to your point, eventually, can they be overwhelmed? Yeah, but that's
I mean, at that point though, it's like what's the worth of this?
Right.
What's the worth of us defending this store? The store is done for. So essentially all you're fending is the stock that you have in it.
Right.
And when you're dealing with hungry people, it's going to be endless. It's not going to be one or two that you scare off with a couple gunshots.
Right.
You're going to have to fight for that shit. And it's like, is that worth it? Is it worth it at that point?
Right.
The store is done. You will never be able to keep that up until the economy comes back up, which we know is going to take at least a couple decades.
That's fair.
You gonna have to start all over again, bro. You might as well just cut your losses.
You might as well just pack that shit up, and go find some place to live.
Right? That'd be your best bet.
Instead of staying in a store that is now a Target.
And then you know how it goes. Once one motherfucker finds out that there's a spot that you can potentially get some sustenance, on comes the swarm mentality.
Yeah.
You don't have enough bullets, G, and these niggas ain't coming standing in the line. You better get the fuck up out of there and rob Kroger yourself. You are one of us now, ma'am.
Facts.
I almost said something I shouldn't have said, but I'm glad. I course corrected in real time.
Well, I don't even know how we started on that, but good job. High five.
Crypto and shit.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Nobody give a fuck about no imaginary bread, but these fucking lab coat ass billionaires fucking up everybody's shit.
I did like that you sent me a video about good white coats.
Oh, well, was it good ones?
I think so.
I was laughing just because
It
it's
said
like,
white coats.
yeah, it's stuck without even, you know what I'm saying? Like, you came to the realization yourself. And that was hilarious to me. Like, yeah, the lab coat's the problem, motherfucker. My new slur, and yes, it is a slur. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel about it. Fuck these lab coats.
Well, and then you out here talking about snatching kids, so.
Oh yeah, you know, gotta be careful with your kids. Don't put it out like that. And let's be honest, ain't nobody snatching your motherfucking kid.
Ain't nobody
At most,
snatching mine.
You can grab them. You might not be able to, you ain't snatching them, though. You might be able to grab them.
I can barely lift that motherfucker anymore.
You gonna have to coerce him. You hear what I'm saying? Ain't no snatching involved.
A promise of video games and pizza.
Right. I got a portable in the car.
And a puppy.
You can't do it with candy anymore.
Nope. Oh man, he lucked out. Although he still had 2 practices. He had 2 out of 3. But he was at a soccer camp all week. Uncle Cliff. He was very happy to see Uncle Cliff. He mentioned it both times. He was like, "Oh, Uncle Cliff stopped by."
I'm around. I'm around whether you see me or not.
Right. But they did like a little combine thing yesterday, but I haven't seen all the numbers from it, so I don't know what he ended up doing.
For football?
Yeah, they were doing they did the T test, a 40, med ball throw, which he was in the top of the pack, even including the 6th graders again. Broad jump and like they had the they had like plates for the high jump or for the vertical test.
They have them jumping on plates?
Well, they have them jumping on. It's an electronic plate that like basically measures how long you're in the air.
Okay, I thought you were saying like you know how they stack the boxes.
Yeah, right.
I was about to say they trying to kill these kids. They got them jumping on
plates.
Oh no,
they had freaking digital timers for the 40 and the T test. They had this electronic plate to test verticals. I'm like, I haven't seen any of this at any high school I've coached at, but I guess we've got some partnership with OSU Med.
I'm gonna keep my mouth closed.
Yep. Me too.
I'm gonna keep my mouth closed on that one.
But it is the start. But it is the start of football season, so there's plus there.
I mean, I feel like it goes with the rest of the overall.
It does. I can't deny that.
Oh shit, Joe, that's hilarious. Yeah. I mean. All right. What the fuck do you need that for where you're at?
You don't.
Ain't nobody fast enough. You need a digital fucking timer. You can count with your fingers where you at, motherfucker. You don't need a fucking digital.
A fucking hourglass. How many grains we got?
Right. What the fuck is going on here? And they kids. Like, these are kids. These aren't even high schoolers. These are children.
Right. You're not wrong. Oh, dude.
Oh, my gosh.
So, you got any inadvertence to get us going?
Not really. I mean, the only thing I do know is adults can't have naps because motherfuckers don't know if you'll ever make it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why adults can't just nap. Like, you might put your kids in danger by not waking up for 3 hours or miss your lunch break and come back too late to work. Like, it is so dangerous to nap after you know, when you're in your late 30s. Like, what are you...
I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking about because I can still take a 15-20 minute nap and feel great.
Nigga, I might miss tomorrow. You hear what I'm saying? I go to sleep thinking it's just gonna be 20 minutes and I wake up 4 hours later, like damn. Like I'm like you know how it'd be like you go to sleep and then you wake up and the light is different and you like
How long was I out for?
you know what I'm saying? Like and then you gotta start checking your clock, like, is that AM or PM? Did I what the fuck? That's every trip. That's every trip. You couldn't have no fucking preschool, kindergarten nap time as an adult, cause my nigga. And then you don't know how certain adults wake up. Some of them wake up hostile. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like, don't try to wake them up yourself.
Let sleeping dogs lie.
You know?
So what happened? Me ma wake you up from a nap?
No, my alarm clock did. I'm just saying.
My problem is the actual like getting to sleep part. I know your narcoleptic ass doesn't have any problem with that, but
I sleep unintentionally.
Right. Ever since we were kids. Be like, where's Cliff? He's asleep in the back seat. Oh.
Listen. Oh, don't put me in the car. That motherfucker, I'll be asleep in
the
shit, two exits.
The infamous fucking Cedar Point trip. We are all sitting there waiting for Cliff to show up. And this motherfucker is passed out in his car across the street.
Little did you know I was there all night.
He just ain't making out the car. Oh, yes, the infamous trip. Dude. Yeah, I don't think I have any inadverts this week, and I didn't really look up topics, so we gotta have to make this one work. I
You
did
didn't look up topics.
I didn't figure out any topics this week. I was busy here at the end of the week. A-Reg and I did watch the new Karate Kid movie though.
The new fakish one.
Yeah.
Well, the one with Will Smith's son started to get a little fakish, but
no doubt, I completely agree with that. And then Cobra Kai kind of brought it back.
Well, Cobra Kai wasn't like when I mean fakish, I mean like the moves, like you got like crouching tiger, hidden dragon, like double backflip in the kick type. Like you bitches ain't doing nothing like that, and you know you ain't. This is called Karate Kid, and for some reason y'all think y'all in Bexley.
With the world's greatest trainers and fucking AI.
You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas, these are kids. They're not doing that.
So yes, this one is super fake. I think it actually starts off where it's believable, but by like the midpoint, the kid is doing like some wild ass shit.
Right. He done got his glow and shit.
Right. And
the last dragon.
Bingo. And it is almost beat for beat the first movie with an extra plot line thrown in. So like fish out of water, kid moves to a new town, kid likes a girl, girl is ex-girlfriend of the leading karate dojo in the area, yada yada yada. He has to, he enters a tournament to beat the kid at the end. But they throw in this fucking plot line with Pacey, Joshua Jackson.
Yeah.
Where like
he's in that?
Yes, he's the dad of the girl. And he is in debt to basically the mob. He's in debt to some gangsters and he gets his ass kicked, and like that's why the kid decides to join the tournament, is to win money to pay this dude's debt. But he's an ex-boxer. Pacey's an ex-boxer. So the kid learns kung fu from Jackie Chan. He learns karate from Danny LaRusso, and he learns boxing from Joshua Jackson. This was like all of my childhood actors came back to do this movie.
And they fucking failed.
It was not a good movie. But it's not, I take that back. It's not terrible. Like, it's watchable. There have definitely been more movies lately that weren't watchable. It is at least watchable.
I don't know if it's like my ADHD that's like we might as well just wrap this up already. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
know.
Because it's like y'all motherfuckers just are like y'all don't have anything else to say anymore.
But
Clearly,
but what my thought on it is that it is designed to get another generation into it to go back and watch the old ones. That's the only like justification I can make for it.
when was the Jaden Smith one? When did that one come out?
Probably about 10 years ago.
Okay,
Because
so that'd be decade
Jaden was like 8 in that movie.
8, was he?
Yeah, he was young. Or at least he looked 8. He may have been 10, 12. But he looked 8.
I mean, so did Lil Bow Wow, but that nigga was 13.
That's true. I think the other side with it is I think there was a cash grab with the popularity of Cobra Kai. Because Cobra Kai kind of brought a new generation in. Like
Right.
my son grew up with the original movies. Like he saw the first 3 and he liked the first 3. But then he wanted to go back and watch everything again once he decided to watch Cobra Kai.
He ain't fuck with the Hillary Swank one?
That is not one that he asked to go back to.
That's 4, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the 4th one. And I was disappointed they never got her into Cobra Kai. But
Really?
Cobra Kai, Johnny was the post credit in this movie. So it's Danny and Johnny talking is like the post credit scene for this
Lord
movie.
Jesus. So they're gonna bring back another one,
and it's
and
just dumb, but it's funny. It's dumb, but it's funny the way they
this
do
is
the
nothing.
post
You
credits.
don't have anything else to say.
Right.
I am not a fan of wasted words, and I feel like we've been wasting words for years now.
I mean, I hear you. I will let you know what I think after A-Reg and I go see Superman.
You know I don't give a damn about no
I
damn
know you don't.
Superman.
I know you don't. But there was another one that had a sequel lately or recently, and you and I chatted about it a little bit. And
Oh
I
yeah,
actually don't think I ever brought it up, the fact that I had watched it. So The Accountant 2 is on, I think it's Prime. And it may be on there for free. I can't remember.
for real.
But I think I paid for it a couple of weeks ago. But here's the problem is that I couldn't remember The Accountant 1. So
Really?
like I know I saw it. I didn't remember Affleck's character, the main character, being quite so on the spectrum. Like,
This one he was less so.
oh, I thought he was more so in this one from what
Hell
I
no, he
remember.
was less so. He would at least look at you. Remember the first one? It was basically just the origin story where he was a kid and he would rock back and forth and do
Yeah.
that hum and scream shit that
Yeah.
would piss his dad off.
Yeah.
And then he got him in training to get his confidence up and all that. And even when he was the accountant helping out that old couple that came on his farm, he wouldn't look at him. He was only looking down.
That's fair.
This
That's
one he
fair.
was in fucking speed dating and all kinds of like they tried to make him more relatable, I think, to people, but it was like I would imagine that some of that would take place as you get older and start
Yeah, some of
maturing
that's
and
just
realize
experience and
right,
yeah.
you can handle more of those situations.
Especially if you were previously sheltered.
Right. Like this one, they had the nigga smiling and all kinds of shit. Remember the first one? Every night at what 8 o'clock or 8:15, he would have to beat his shins with that wood thing to stop his
his
what do you call it from
restless
coming
leg,
on.
his restless leg syndrome.
Yeah, no, this one I feel like they tried to.
Well,
they added a bit more comedy to it that I didn't really like.
I hear you on that. I thought the jokes and the levity worked, but I could see
They weren't
where.
bad.
And I thought introducing because Barenthal's not in the other one, right? His brother,
Yeah, he is.
is he? I
Yeah,
didn't
he's.
remember him.
Remember, he's the hitman that they hired to kill him.
Oh
Remember Ben
yeah.
Affleck's
Towards
walking
the
down the street following him and he turns around and shoots at him real quick and disappears. Then he comes back at the end of the movie where
okay,
he's with the
but he's not like a big part of it. Or is he? Because
No,
I don't remember.
he's not a big part of it, but he's in there a fair amount.
Do we know it's his brother?
No, you don't know it's his
Okay.
brother
Until
until
the
he
very
comes
end.
for the last dude who played in Three Rocks from the Sun.
Gotcha.
He comes for him, and the whole time he sends everybody out so he can watch the camera to see, and he's asking the dude, what's he look like? How short is his hair? Is it my color? Is it, you know what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah.
when you start to realize, oh, he thinks this might be his brother coming.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to go back and rewatch the first one, but their interaction throughout the movie, perfect. Love it.
Yeah, no, it was good.
And I like John Barenthal as like an actor. Everything he's been in, like he's
Who is
great.
that? Is that the little? That's the little brother. I don't
Yeah.
know the names.
So he is. So other movies, or other stuff Barenthal's been in is
Walking Dead, the Walking Dead
he was
dude.
Shane in The Walking Dead. So Lori, Carl, or not Carl, Rick's wife's lover. Um,
That wasn't really his fault though.
no, because they didn't know he was still alive.
Now he
Uh,
did switch up at the end,
he
but
did. He did. He's also the Punisher in the Netflix
uh-huh.
Punisher, which that show is great. He also shows up in the most recent season of Daredevil as the Punisher. Um,
Yeah, I liked him in The Punisher.
and he is the brother of the main character in The Bear,
Oh, really?
that restaurant show on Hulu
Uh-huh.
with the dude from Shameless,
Right.
which is also a
Yeah.
great show. Which I think I still have like 2 episodes to watch in the most recent season.
How many seasons is it?
3 or 4, but they're real quick because it's like 8 episode seasons, and the
Mm.
episodes for the most part are like 30 to 40 minutes. There's like 1 or 2 episodes that crosses the hour mark,
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah, no, I
it's
tried that. It didn't really catch me.
didn't hit you. Yeah, I could see that. The other one I finished up was Yellow Jackets.
What's that?
Girls soccer team crash lands in the woods,
And they start
and
eating each other?
yeah, yep, yep, yep,
Do
yep,
they really?
yep, 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 yep.
I was just throwing that out there. Okay.
They crash in the Canadian Rockies, and they basically, have to. It starts off innocent enough, like one of them dies, and they're cremating her, and then because they're so hungry, when they smell like the cooked flesh, they all just fucking dive into this girl. And it's one of those shows that like it keeps bouncing back and forth between like present day and then the past, and the past is like them in the woods. Present day
Right.
is them like 40.
How old are they in the woods?
They're high schoolers. They're like anywhere from high school sophomores to high school seniors.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's
no, I've never
it's
even
a,
heard of that.
it is an interesting show. So I watched the first 2 seasons, and I have yet to decide if I'm gonna get Showtime to watch the final or the third season.
I mean, they don't got
Maybe
nothing else to say.
it's they left it at a good point though, so it's like they left it on a bit of a cliffhanger. So I kind of want to see the next one.
Yeah, they ain't got shit else to say. Um, the accountant though, I did like the fact that he went into depth with the group of autistic kids that he
Yep,
had helping him. That was kind of hot. I like that.
the Hope for Tomorrow or whatever. I think something like that.
But there I didn't like the fact that they were using the line for the Harvard neuroscience or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the name of the home where they were.
right, but no, they were actually using the line for the Harvard neuroscience. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, so she would call and they would be monitoring that line. That seems like so counterproductive to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, it's dangerous because if anybody can figure out that there's somebody tapped into our lines listening,
Yeah.
I would imagine it'd be somebody at the brain department of Harvard. You know what I'm saying? Like you almost like it's like hiding in plain sight.
But that's the thing of it. Like it's the Harbor Neuroscience Academy, which is just the group home for those kids.
No, it's not. Remember the
Go
cop
back and
kept
listen to it.
listen, the cop called and she kept saying, "You have the wrong number, ma'am." And she said, "No, I know you're listening.
Yeah.
Your boss sent me. I'm sitting here looking at a picture of your boss." Then the chick tapped into where she was. So you called a line
I
that had
thought all of
nothing
that.
to
I thought
do.
all that was all in the same place.
No, they were using a completely different line. At the end of the movie, she calls back, and that's when she says, "Ma'am, I really do think you have the wrong number." And she said, "No, I just wanted to let you know that Chris helped me, and I wanted to say thank you. I appreciate it."
All right. I'll have to
So
go
if
back
you're
and rewatch.
constantly harassing a line
Yeah.
for something completely
Completely
different,
for something wrong. Somebody's gonna figure it out.
eventually somebody's gonna be like, "Did somebody tapped into our line?"
But see, I feel like they're in on it, is what I'm saying.
I don't know.
They know they're a cover.
I don't know, because another thing is, remember when she went to the hospital to get the girl's medical records from that doctor?
Yeah.
She flashed the actual card to Harvard. That was not associated with Ben Affleck and
Okay.
his people. That's what made him feel like, okay, maybe I should help them out if he can. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Okay. But overall, still a good movie. Solid.
No, it was a good movie.
Which
It
is
was a
hard
good
which is
movie.
hard to come by when it comes to Cliff, so
It's another one that I feel like they're gonna try to tee up for another
a third.
sequel,
Of
but
course.
and again, I don't
Although
know how much else you got. Like,
I don't know if they will, for the simple fact that that one didn't do well in theaters. Like that moved to digital pretty quick.
did it?
Yeah, I feel like it won the box office the first week it came out, and then it tanked pretty much everything
I feel like
afterwards.
we're here now as a society. Well, not a society, but like cinematically anyway, because I just saw that Sinners was on HBO
It is.
now, and it's like, damn, like that didn't used
Uh,
to be that.
it didn't used to be, but now it's pretty much 90 days.
Yeah, that's kind of wild to me.
Well, and what's
Especially
crazy is that it's 90 days and it can still be in theaters when it hits
that's what
digital.
I'm saying. Especially given the so much as much money as that movie made,
Yeah.
for it to now be in on HBO is wild to me.
Yeah. But Time Warner, it may be their movie anyway. So the only real financial hit on that is whatever back end points Mr. Kugler's getting.
They don't listen. That's the death of small businesses for real. Like COVID killed everything because like you ain't even get a dollar movies a chance or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, streaming killed it, yes, but we were heading towards streaming before COVID. COVID just accelerated it.
that shit crazy to me.
Well, COVID did break like the basically 6-month window from release to digital. It cut it in half. Oh,
Yeah,
and I did see Thunderbolts finally too, which
I don't know what that is.
I really enjoyed. It's the latest like Marvel Avengers movie,
Oh.
but it's all like these back end characters, so it's kind of Suicide Squad like ragtag group of
Are
misfits.
these like people that are real?
They're more real than most of the superheroes because it's Winter Soldier, who doesn't really have any powers except for the fact he has a metal arm. It's
Oh
Black
no, I don't mean
Widow's.
like real people. I mean like are these people referenced in comic books back
Yeah,
in the day?
yeah.
Okay.
But it's basically like the Captain America that flunked out, one of the or a different Black Widow, so another girl from the same program. It's Winter Soldier, and then it's like the Russian knockoff of Captain America.
Right, the dude from
David
Stranger
Harbour,
Things.
from Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that one, I think the story in that one is great until the end. Like, I think the main villain was kind of ant, but that's most superhero movies,
Right.
other than Killmonger.
Other than kill, yeah.
People will also argue Loki, but I don't think Loki's really a bad guy.
Right, he's never been like that.
Right.
Like he's never been he's been thorn in your side, but he's never been the nemesis
He
of the
was
movie.
he was the nemesis in the first Avengers movie. Now, you find out at the end of that he was basically hired by Thanos.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I've seen
But
that.
he was kind of like the main villain in the first Avengers movie.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've seen that.
No.
No. What is that? The Avengers song?
That is the Avengers theme music, yes. I believe that's
They ain't rallying to that.
A Hans Zimmer score.
They ain't rallying to that,
Well,
baby. I don't
that was the
know.
minor version. The major version is much better. Is more adventurous. That's the one from the end credits of Infinity War, after everybody gets dusted. Spoiler alert. I'm trying to think what else is coming out. So we've got Superman, Fantastic Four. A-Reg is excited for the second Five Nights at Freddy's, which did really well the first one.
I never know. I know what that is, but I didn't. I saw it on some movie channel that I was flicking through, and I was shocked that they had a movie for it.
Yeah.
When did that come out?
Either I think 2 years ago around Halloween.
So that's a game turned to movie then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I might have to watch it. I didn't know if it was old or new or
Yeah, it's only in the last, like, it's either 2 or 3 years. It's not that old. Andrew
yeah, because
fucking loves that movie, and I'm like, this shit creeps me out, but all right.
is it scary?
I mean, it's more suspense than scary.
Right. I imagine it's adolescent kids trying to break out of something in the animatronics come to life to
It's a little deeper than that. There is like a young kid involved, but she is the sister of the main dude who basically takes a job as a security guard at Freddy's.
okay.
And then, like, the girl becomes friend with the animatronics, but then you find out, like, there's a dark secret behind why the animatronics come to life, and it ties into the security guard's backstory, and I'll kind of leave it at that.
This is why they got rid of the animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese.
Right. Those motherfuckers kept coming alive, Cliff.
They always creep me out.
It's funny, and I think I admitted this to somebody the other day. Animatronics creep me out a little bit. Muppets creep me out. And there's no real reason for it other than I had a nightmare when I was little that has always stuck with me.
About Kermit?
Not even about not even about like a specific Muppet. Like, it was just a Muppet like thing.
This
And
nigga
here's
said
the
he
deal.
hate puppet shows.
You remember the family room at my mom's house where we used to wrestle around, where we watched that Scream movie?
Uh-huh.
So one night I fell asleep on the couch towards the back. And there's that side window next to the fireplace, right? And I had a nightmare that this Muppet looking giraffe popped up in that window and turned towards me and lunged at me, and I woke up. I woke up from the dream. And dude, ever since that dream, I can't deal with them. I don't like Muppets.
What the fuck did that mean?
I have no fucking clue. All I know is it stuck with me, and I can't stand it.
What was on the TV
I can still see this fucking giraffe in my nightmares, man. This fucking giraffe, his big old Muppet red velvet Muppet mouth, being here and just turning at the window and
This nigga was never a Toys R Us kid.
The Reach chiming in with "You never liked Muppets."
What the fuck is a puppet gonna do to you?
I don't know, sir. I wish I had an answer for it. I don't.
This nigga scared of puppet shows.
Scared, no, I mean, scared would not go as far as now, but like they creep me out a little bit. I don't know why. I don't have a good answer for you.
Yeah, I think I understand clowns a little bit more than Muppets.
You don't know what's making that Muppet's hand move. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I do. I'm fucking pretty sure. The fucking animatronics, that's metal. Like that can crush you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's dangerous.
That shit, I think I'm more creeped out by now than previously, because previously it was like, no, it stays on this track and it just does those three motions and it doesn't do anything else. Nowadays, that motherfucker could very much come alive.
And could you are correct. That's interesting, huh? Five Nights at Freddy's is really just a movie about AI, huh?
Right. Robotics has come a long way, Cliff.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I never thought of it that way.
It's possible now that those things are real. Which reminds me, I need to go see Megan 2. I gotta figure out when that one's on digital on demand. It probably already is. That movie didn't stay in theaters either.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, to be quite honest with you. Didn't she grow up? Like, how the fuck did this robot girl grow up? Like, how are you older now? Like,
I like the fact. Well, one, she was destroyed in the first one, so
I thought she ran away.
No, I'm pretty sure she's destroyed in the first one, but her AI survived. That's the scary thing with AI. Anyways, my understanding of the second one is that they introduced like an actual killer robot AI, and they bring Megan back to fight that one. So yes, that's where we're heading. AI is fighting AIs.
These lab coats have nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say. Just shut the fucking book.
They're right. They're raising a new pack of direwolves, sir.
Man, I don't understand what's going on nowadays.
It's Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi are the three direwolves now.
I don't understand what's going on. What was that? I seen on Instagram, and I'm about to butcher the fuck out of this, right? That was it in Vegas? I think it was in Vegas. Some festival burnt, the stage burnt.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, and I can't remember what the name of the festival was, but it was like
supposed to... It wasn't the Fire Festival, was it?
Well, no, they haven't. Wasn't it supposed to be a Fire Fest 2?
I have no clue.
Like, how the fuck can you have a Fire Fest 2 and you never had a Fire Fest 1?
I just said it because you said the stage burnt, so...
No, it wasn't nothing like that. But they were basically saying...
Becky, no. Go ahead. Sorry.
They were basically saying like the festival was to symbolize ball, merging with the monarch.
Okay.
And that was supposed to be an ascension of like thought and frequency. Like the whatever god of thunder and destruction in Ball, and the monarch butterfly being like a all intelligent being or whatever, coming together to raise people's thought. And they were basically saying like I don't know what planets, like Venus and Saturn or something, coming into orbit with each other, that's supposed to make that same representation of the storm. No, it was Saturn.
I don't know, but like back in January, we were in a position where like 7 of the planets aligned.
Right. But I don't know. It's like both the two, one of the, whatever the planets of thunder is, I would have thought it would have been Jupiter. I don't know. But in another one, we're coming together to basically astrologically create the merge of Ball and the monarch butterfly or whatever to raise, ascending thoughts. And it's just a coincidence. I went out on a bike ride that morning after, because I was basically scrolling through my phone is when I saw it, and I went out on a bike ride that morning after, and I swear I came in contact with like 2 or 3 monarch butterflies, and I was like, I have never seen these motherfuckers
on this trail.
And it's crazy because I knew exactly what they were when I saw them too, and it was like the motherfuckers was following me, and I said, like, is that coincidence? You know what I'm saying?
You should have turned around and followed them.
Oh, fuck no. I'm not following. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm not following nothing through no woods to you got me fucked up. I ain't following you. If I'm ascending,
you followed me through the woods, Cliff.
Listen, that was with a pack of y'all, right? And at the end of the day, I knew, messed up knee or not, I'm not the slowest motherfucker here. I'll get out, all right? That's not a big deal to me.
It's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, nah, ain't no damn butterfly finna call me off the beaten path by myself. Nigga, I'm black. What I look like?
But you were in white folk attire. White folk. I
was. That's probably why they approached me. They got me confused. They were like, "Oh nope, this one's brown."
For those that weren't with us last week, that's a callback.
Yeah. That's how black folks is invisible. You wear white folk activity attire, and they don't even notice you. G, I'm telling you.
You look like you're going rock climbing. Carry on, sir.
You might as well be a fucking shinobi ninja. You know what I'm saying? These niggas didn't even notice you perched up on that wall right there. I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm finna buy. I'm finna buy all biker shorts, scuba gear. What are other white folks' activities that I can I can get some shit.
Pilates, maybe? I don't know.
Nah, because then I have to walk around with like a yoga mat and shit like that. I don't want any accessories.
Just strap it to your back. You'll be all right.
A backpack, a hiking backpack.
There you go. Yep, a rucksack.
Yep, little Columbia jacket.
Maybe a North Face when it gets cold.
Right, a pair of cargo pants with 12 pockets on it.
Carhill hat and jacket.
I'll be all right. I'm trying to tell you.
The chat saying you should always follow the animals, Cliff.
Shit, you got me. Where that lead you? Where did that lead you? I guarantee you more whites got eaten by animals than blacks have, for sure. I don't know. Africa might.
I was about to say that might even that one out. I was going to bring that up.
But you know what's crazy about it is Africa. You can fit every other continent in Africa and still have space, and I think that the numbers just barely meet each other.
Yeah.
And that says something. That says something. You're talking about something that's bigger than half the world. It's less niggas that die from getting eaten by shit than it is everywhere else because y'all play too fucking much.
That's
Russians
true.
at picnics with grizzly bears, feeding them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and shit, and you like, see, you play a little bit too fucking much. When the one dude said, did we talk about this last week? It was a clip on Instagram. I about lost it. It was these three white dudes had a podcast, and he said, you know what? He said, I was thinking back on that 100 men versus the one gorilla thing. And he said, I was with everybody else thinking that the 100 men could take the gorilla. And so I started seeing a whole bunch of black people's responses. And he was like, and then I kind of changed my mind because I feel like black people have a better
self-preservation.
He said a better danger radar. Like, I don't know about that kind of radar. And he said, when I started seeing them all say, stay away from that gorilla, he was like, I feel like I gotta trust them on that. That's the truth. Like, y'all aren't built in with that right there. It was like, I don't know about that. And the only white people that you do see with that, black friends.
That's true.
I'm telling you. Motherfuckers ain't taking chances, Jack, but for some reason.
Don't get me wrong. I may go out and see the whales as long as I'm in a boat bigger than they are.
And you know what? That's an experience. I'm with that as long as it's just whales, right?
Right.
And what kind of whales?
Orcas, man. They are my my whales.
I can't do it. They're your whales. That's my whale right there.
That's my whale.
Nah, I'm not going with y'all to see the orcas because we seen how these motherfuckers attack boats with y'all in them. They see me in a Columbia jacket and a Scully, and they like, we don't know if he's one of us or one of them. I'm cool on that. I'll watch from the shore.
Speaking of which, I did see a sweet Instagram video this week of an orca just torching a great white. Mm-hmm. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Can't play with them.
Nope.
And you don't know what the fuck they thinking about. You thought dolphins was an issue?
Hey, orcas are actually a species of dolphin.
Yeah, but they ain't the same species. Nope. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because they're black. You get fucked by an orca, you're not surviving. You get fucked by a dolphin, you have a chance.
Listen, I don't know. I think both are equally dangerous, sir. I mean, but no, I would definitely say the orca is the more dangerous of the two. But you in a bad predicament if you find yourself looking at the lipstick of either of them.
Facts.
Fuck what Gordon talking about. Fuck all that.
Oh man.
Even if it's a female orca, that could be an issue. Everybody's been with a wild one, and you like, damn, like calm down. Like, what the fuck is a female orca finna do to you? They about to pound you to the bottom of the sea.
Riding all wild and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that.
The point was also made in the chat that you should you follow the animals, especially during the apocalypse, because they will go away from danger.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I got that vibe that they. Yeah, I got that vibe.
They know what's happening first. However, following the Fae into the woods is never a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen. Fuck. Yeah, listen. I can't do that. And then you know what else is crazy? Like, and especially it's from the internet, just fucking polluting my brain. You see like those posts of like the Pacific Northwest and like skinwalkers and all the what do they call them, I can't think of what the fuck, the wendigos and
Yeah.
shit like that, and they be like, don't whistle in the woods if you out in the woods, and I'll be whistling all the fucking time, and then I thought about like
It's
it
not
like,
you whistling, it's what whistles back, Cliff.
well, clearly, right? But I thought to myself, like, that comes from the fact that you don't have enough dangers out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how, like, when you're not, like,
So your brain makes up its own dangers? Is that what you're
right.
saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, we had to be alert because a pack of wolves could come and, ravage the camp, or a group of lions could come. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And when you live in an area like the Pacific Northwest where everything is spread out, like it's not city life, you don't have any immediate threats that you have to worry about, right? Like,
That you
that's
know
not
about.
that's not real here. Like, before you would be worried about a Wendigo from whistling in the woods, let's worry about this fucking geek that's posted up in that tent out there for 4 months, that's lost track of reality,
Reality.
that might chase your bike down if they hear you whistling. That's real danger, right? So we don't have to worry about a fucking skin crawler when they're already in the woods. We call them skin crawlers too, but they're not supernatural. The fuck is going on out in the Pacific Northwest? You fucking Montanian.
The REITs will be chiming in here shortly.
Don't whistle in the woods. Yeah, don't whistle in the woods. You might get robbed here in Ohio. That's why you don't whistle in the woods, man. Nobody's trying to steal your soul.
No.
They might take a life, but they're not stealing a soul.
I mean, the REITs is the Wendigo. She's the vampire that patrols the Pacific Northwest.
Listen, that's why I keep a few clothes on me. Keep a few clothes on
It's
me.
interesting how a vampire had a robot for a child, but I don't know. I didn't see how that worked out.
I mean, they running out of shit to say. You get here sometimes.
Speaking of shit to say, and I meant to bring this up last week, although I haven't done my detailed analysis, so I will bring it back. But I would like to point out that I've had my culture ripped away just as much as you have, Cliff.
Go on.
Obviously said in jest.
Go on.
Sir, what do you know of the Tuatha De Danann?
The what now? Say that again.
Yep, the Tuatha De Danann.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like you should stop there. Like, you shouldn't say it. Like, let's only keep it at 2. Don't say it a third time, but tell me what it is.
So the Tuatha are basically the children of the Celtic gods. And the reason why this term came up is I've read, you know me, I read a fair amount, and I've read like 3 or 4 different series lately, all who mention the Tuatha De Danann. But they all use them slightly differently.
You said it a third time. Well, I didn't say it. You said it.
But they use it to describe, again, like things that are more than human but less than gods. But they're completely different in terms of like what that means in the given story. So this term has shown up in like 3 different novels. And so I started doing the research. I actually have a couple of books downstairs, and once I finish the book I'm going to go through. But it's a term that continuously pops up. I don't know the origin of it, but that is my origin. Look how pale I am. That's my people. But I can't tell you anything about them. So I don't know what the gods of my people are, other than the fact that, Christianity basically wiped out paganism in Ireland. And so, in a lot of the same ways, Cliff, Irish need not apply. It does apply here. And so I'm going to go home, or I'm going to go do my homework here over the next couple of weeks and figure out where the fuck do these stories come from? Because I need to know, like, what is the. I'm roughly aware of, like, and I know there's a fair amount of bleed over with, like, Norse paganism and Celtic paganism, but I don't know where one starts and one ends. So that is my most recent hyperfixation is to go figure out what is the origin story there, and why do all these different novels reference it, but reference it in a different way from one another.
What I don't understand. I guess I'm not understanding. Like the novels that you're reading, are they fiction, nonfiction? You're saying that the fact that it
They're
comes up so
fiction.
much
They're
that has
fiction.
to be based in some reality, is what you're
Yes,
saying.
exactly. And it's
Okay.
I mean, it's the general myth, right? Like, there's truth behind biblical myths, there's truth behind whatever myths you want to talk about.
How
Like,
what time frame did these novels take place? Like I guess I'm trying to figure out is what makes you think they were
oh,
pale.
these novels are these are just like fantasy novels, so they're not even taking place on,
On a
well, they
specific
could be,
time.
right.
I get what you're saying.
So, but the
What
fact that
makes you
they
think
all
they're
have,
pale?
what makes me think they're pale, because it's
Hmm.
Celtic origin, like that's
But
where
that
it comes
doesn't mean
from.
anything. Y'all the biggest thieves in history in the world. Like we don't
Not the
know that.
Irish, not the
We
Irish,
don't
Cliff.
know that y'all, the indigenous Irish, were black. We know that much. We know that much.
Prove it.
We know that much, sir.
Anyways, no, given that but the real point there was more on the ancestry side. Like, I don't know those myths, I don't know those stories, because everything has been so, you can use the term whitewashed, I'll use Christian washed. Like, yeah.
Christian Watch is interesting.
Well, no, because Christianity is what wiped out half of these stories from the Greek.
Catholicism.
No, Christianity. Yes,
Well, it's Catholicism first.
eventually Catholicism overall, but before Catholicism, I mean, Christianity was it before Catholicism.
I thought Christianity branched off of Catholicism.
Other way around. Because there were almost always, like, the Byzantine Christians before Roman Catholics.
Are you
The
sure?
Byzantine Empire came first.
I mean, you could be right, but my understanding was that
And I
the
mean,
Catholic.
even Greek Orthodox, like, that came before. I think I'm gonna have to. I mean, I will look it up. But anyways, regardless of the point, could be Catholic, could be Christian, whatever word you use to describe that. Like, that did wipe out the majority of myths and stories from past generations. And they
No,
absorbed and
definitely.
they kept what they wanted and threw away the rest and rebranded it, basically.
But see, I guess my thing is when it comes to religious crusades, they didn't leave too many crumbs. You know
No.
what I'm saying? So for them to have left around a word or a title or a group of people's, history, that's just to reawake the quote unquote paganism, right? Like we know what you did in the Library of Alexandria,
Yeah.
burning, hundreds of miles of books and shit. Why the fuck would they leave around this word?
But what's interesting is that, even looking online and trying to find books on it, there are a couple of obscure, like, titles. It's not super prevalent. Like, it's not something you go find a dozen books on easily. So
Right.
this is people who have done the research, gone back, looked at hopefully the core myths. We'll see as I kind of get into it, but the intent is this is research versus, fantasy reading. I mean, same way of, like, the Emerald Tablets. It's the same idea. or the Epic of Gilgamesh and all that.
I mean, it's similar,
It's all stories that have been co-opted and morphed to
right?
fit the narrative of Christianity.
But isn't there proof of the Emerald tablets?
And I assume there's proof of like Celtic and Norse paganism too.
Right, but you're
Like
talking about
Celtic
something,
or Norse paganism, you've got the runes and like runic carvings and all that.
right? But you're talking
That's
about
why I want
something,
to read these books, is to figure out where is this coming from? What's the source?
right? But that's something specifically fictional, right?
Well,
Like
the
what?
point is that the phrase has come up in fiction, but it's come up from different authors and different settings and different,
Right,
so like
right,
what's the root mythology there is what
right.
I want to figure out.
Now, the next question would be, I don't know if it could be solved with a quick Google search. Is there a historical book that references
Right.
the whatever
But that's
that
the
is?
problem, is once you get past 1600, there aren't really like historical books. There's a blend between myth and history at that point, at least from, what we've seen. Unless you believe that there were pharaohs that lived thousands of years, which who knows? I mean,
I
anything's
don't know.
possible.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I believe
Right.
as far as all that. As far as old stories and shit. Like I know that they said regular men lived hundreds of years back in the day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could quite possibly be that something more powerful lived to be longer.
Right. Well, and
But,
as we grew further and further away from our creators, the lifespan shortened. Till the aliens come back and they come find us and we find out that those were our gods.
but see, that wouldn't be though, right?
Depends on how you interpret.
I mean, I don't think that it's up for interpretation. It wouldn't be that, like, I can understand that certain people would have considered them to be gods,
Right.
but you were created. You were created. You are a physical being, which means you were created by something.
True.
I would imagine gods would be almost etherical. You know what I mean? Like it's not something I can touch,
It's
feel,
it's
or
it's interesting because a lot of what I'll call, I don't know, high fantasy, there's plenty of examples, whether it's Tolkien and Lord of the Rings or Dungeons and Dragons and the backstories there, or there's a couple of different examples, and I think even somewhat in Greek and Roman mythology, I don't think they necessarily referred to it as planes of existence. They referred to it as like separate physical places.
right.
Like in Greece, it's Mount Olympus, right? Like the top of Mount Olympia or Mount Olympus. But in those other fantasy settings, they do talk a lot about the material plane versus the celestial plane versus the ethereal plane versus the planes of hell. Like, so again, when you try to push into that and figure out root, like where did that start? And the planes one is always interesting because I think it ties into stuff you and I have talked about a lot on the show, which is the planes are like the manifestation of source,
Right.
and that the ethereal plane, not necessarily the ethereal plane, but there is a plane of existence where there is no materiality to it, and it truly is just consciousness.
Right. Like I would imagine, and I could be completely wrong, but I would imagine if God or Yeshua or Jesus, if that's what you want to call them, were to come down to earth in a physical body, just like us, that's not them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not them. That is a created
Well, and
spacesuit, so to
they
speak.
they actually get into that a lot in the telepathy tapes, and it ties in with like simulation theory. that we are living in a simulation and we are living as simulated beings in the simulation, and that consciousness overall is what has created the simulation and then put beings into it in order to learn more about itself.
Right. Right. They were talking about that with GTA 6. Did you see that?
I did, where there are already quote unquote people living in GTA 6.
But that was the thing.
Non-player characters that are
That
already
was
like doing tasks and kind of living lives in absence
right.
of players.
That don't know that they're in the actual game. Like
Right.
they said that they were able to create like a, what do you call it?
Almost a simulated brain.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That the
That does the
AI
same thing that ours do, but in the video game. But they've been doing that for years. Like there was a guy who, I think it was Cyberpunk. I
yeah.
think Cyberpunk was the first game where you could go up and talk to anyone in the game, and they would respond differently.
Yeah.
And I guess it was a dude, like, had to be at least 5 years ago, that was going up to the people and explaining to them that they're in a video game, and the
The AI
NPCs
behind
would like
it.
start freaking out, like the conversation would get like real weird. And I was thinking, like, that's some sick shit, right? Because I've always had a vibe like that even when I play games.
Yeah.
Like, of course, as you know, like one of the ones I play the most is NBA 2K. And every now and then you get a glimpse of something that's like, wait a minute, like that was a little too real, and I've never seen that animation before. And it's
Right.
like, well, what the fuck happens when you turn the game off? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if that's the case, what happens when you turn the game off? Is that like their regular lifetime? Okay, so basketball's over. Now it's time
Now
to
I go
get
get
some
my
sleep, go to work. I don't know. Like, what is going on
hit the gym.
if that's the case? Like, you can't just be shutting the brain off every time you cut the computer off.
Right.
Because if the brain is a accurate simulation of what we have, that's going to continue even after the power's off.
What's interesting is I would say for something that is local, meaning like a standard game that you kind of play on your own server or whatever, or own personal device, but it's not connected to anything else. I would say that that is basically a pause, and like
Right.
they don't recognize that that time passes.
Right.
Now, for games that are played in the cloud, where people can drop in and out of a world, that's different. Something that's always on.
Right. It almost gives you like those Black Mirror vibes,
Right.
that Star Trek episode. That's why you shouldn't spit on the ground anymore. You never know where there's a lab coat with a cotton swab that might
Right.
be trying to digitally recreate you in a game that your actual self could end up popping into, thinking that's the new
New
reality.
reality. It's possible.
By 2035, if we're not fucking nuclear dust, every house is going to have an incinerator instead of a trash can. Wouldn't that be more efficient anyway?
Except for the fumes that it lets off, but yeah.
I mean, but then you would just there'd have to be mandatory recycling.
Right.
These items cannot be put in your
Well, no,
incinerator.
what we need is that biodiesel, or that plastic diesel generator to be fucking ubiquitous across all homes in the US.
But then what do you do with like aluminum and,
Oh,
shit like
those
that?
can still go to recycling. I'm talking about taking it even, like, to your point, like biofuel, and being able to create your own through almost like composting, but whether it's biofuel or whether it's like the plastic diesel, like,
Plastiline.
yeah, plastiline. Yep.
You have to, like, I would imagine, like, bleach prices would skyrocket.
Yeah.
Because if that's a fear, of someone getting your DNA and manipulating it in a way like that, you would incinerate everything you could, and the things that you would have to recycle, you would at least want to bleach the mouths of.
Wash them off.
You know, like, so there's no, like, I don't care about like my fingerprints, but like as far as like sweat or saliva or blood or anything like that, that needs to be wiped clean of all these things.
Women are going to have to do something different with their tampons then, Cliff. They're more at risk than we are. Unless they come for the tissues in my trash can.
I mean, at that point, you would just be able to, I mean, you would have to flush them.
Those all go to a centralized water treatment plant, don't they?
Right, but I would imagine the travel alone would change the structure of the DNA. Like, you're not just going to be able to pull my DNA and this shit went through other people's shit, other people's blood, rust, mud, dirt.
Well, then we're going to have to figure out better sewage systems because you can't flush them because those things will back up a drain.
Listen. I mean, but it may be best that I'd rather have iron in the water than fluoride. That's all I'm saying. I mean, iron might have a benefit. Fluoride is just fucking shit up.
Oh, fuck.
That's all I'm saying.
And here I was worried this episode wouldn't be entertaining. For fuck's sake.
No, I like shooting from the hip. You shut up, Dannon.
What else you got, sir?
Shit, I don't know that I had anything to begin with.
I don't think we did, and I think we went an hour and 20 minutes with nothing to talk about. So
you know,
I'm willing to call that. I'm willing to call that a dub and move on.
Ended on the iron. Who knows if it's not already in the water that we drink? I'm sure that we don't know where these government is just saying that they putting shit in there, but really it's just the shit that they can't get out of there. They're like, yeah, we did that. Don't worry about it. We're responsible for that.
Meanwhile, we're just not taking it out.
Ingesting like 0.001% of period blood in every glass of water.
Along with the microplastics.
Listen. And who knows what these guys are doing with their tissues after they get through rubbing one out. It's crazy is what I'm saying. And we haven't done anything to filter. Flint still doesn't have clean water. The fuck you think they doing to filter out all this nonsense before they put a hose in a fucking
Cliff, I'm
gonna water bottle to fill it back up and sell it at CVS?
So what didn't seem to bother you was the 0.001% of, period blood. What about the 0.002% of semen that you've ingested?
Man, that's crazy, right? That's crazy work. That's diabolical. But I would be a lot more comfortable.
Maybe that's why we're turning the fishes gay, Cliff.
And the frogs. I mean, I would be more comfortable with the iron than I would the.
I figured you would be, but
than the calcium, so to speak.
It's only happened once, but I have come back up looking like Carrie, so I understand.
Whoa there, this nigga got his Detroit badge.
We call that a strawberry kiss.
This nigga been on the Detroit hockey team. The fuck is going on here? Fuck that. Nah, what is it? It's something. It is something that they said that. What's in semen?
Protein.
I guess that works. But I'm saying though, like, like they put it in like makeup now and females rub it on their face to exfoliate and stuff like that. Like, what is it? Collagen? What's in there? That's giving you your glowy skin.
Well, unfortunately, it's the same stuff that makes it sticky.
And I always wondered why they would ask that. Like, you want me to put it where? Oh shit, I'm done. I'm done today.
We are done before we get canceled.
Right. You got me sweating in this motherfucker. I've said too much.
Oh man. All right, sir. Well, last words.
Love everybody, man. Yeah, just love everybody.
I like it. Do us a favor, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell them to troll. I am back on the clip game. So check us out on socials at Foolproof Net.
And invest in Brita water filters.
But make sure they can filter out semen. And with that,
iron.
And with all that, peace out, fools.